Howdy folks, welcome back to my RV. Today we're going to be doing the kitchen backsplash. This is useful, might be even useful to people in a house. But very quickly, but it's more for RV people because it's an RV channel, but still, it's nothing for nobody. It's something for somebody. Anyway, what I got, where I'm at right now, took the inside bit of that window off. The hood's just propped up there for a moment. I'll be taking that off. I'll show you that thing here. But I did my little paint stir stick. And I'm going to glue those dudes in place. And that way it'll cover everything up. Get one solid surface to work with. Very similar to the bathroom. That link is below, so you can check that out. In order to do this, I need to take this hood off. If you look up underneath it, there's only 4 screws holding this thing in. But it's also wired in. This is also, I don't really ever actually use the hood because it sucks. Listen to this. Oh, the power of that. Amazing. Yeah, so what I'm going to keep it because it's got this control panel on it, which is sort of the brains. It's got the water pump and the water heater and then another little light that doesn't work. All kinds of nonsense on here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it. So I'm going to take it off for now so I can get this backsplash on here. Alright, the underside of this hood is pretty gross, but oh god. But alright, you can see this is all the backside of the brains here. This is just like a car stereo type thing, where you can just unsnap it so you don't have to line up all these wires. So I'm going to need to put the brains back in it just so I can use the water pump and the heater. I don't know how long this project's going to take. If I had different colored tape, this would be nice, but this is the most hillbilly light wire marking system ever. But if you got to do it, it works when you're dismantling something. So I just write light and light, or even just write A and A or B and B, or draw a picture of a cow and then a farm so you know that goes together, and then a picture of like a monkey and a banana. Just different things that you remember when you disconnect these wires. You're not later like, oh duh, where's this go to? A lot of people take a picture, which I'm also going to do. Actually, I'm doing that right now with this video camera. But yeah, this is a little quick way to remember what wire goes to what. So I temporarily hook this thing back up, just the brains part of it, and then I'll just secure this up here with some good old duct tape. Just keep that up out of the way for now, so I can get started. Alright, this part is what's going to be useful to homeowners and RV people alike who are broke like me. What I want is nice stainless steel backsplash. And did I go out and buy nice sheets of stainless steel backsplash that cost like a couple $100 a sheet? No, I didn't. What I got was, let me get this out of the way. What was this? This was in a nice tight roll. It's not very big. This is, if you can see it, this is roof flashing. This is aluminum roof flashing. I opened it up because otherwise it'd be real tightly rolled and it's harder to work with. Yeah, so I got this, and it's a good substitute for if you're on a budget. Poor man, they make it up into like 2-foot heights. This is 20 inches. This is 21 inches, so I'm going to be an inch shy, but I got a little plan for that. But and cutting it is very easy. I'll show you that. All right, in order to cut this aluminum, all you need is a utility knife. And you're like, what? Yeah, you put a nice sharp blade on there. Yeah, alright, get you a nice new blade. I don't want it totally to the end, but I'm going to measure it from here to here. Put a nice surface on it. I got a cutting board underneath here so I don't janky up my table. 23.5. Pierce it. 23.5. Get you any sort of straight edge. Don't try to drive all the way through the first time. Then you fold her up. Try to do it without crimping it or without breaking the parts you're not cutting. If it doesn't break through, oh. Cool, that's one bit done. There's a couple ways you could secure this. You can use liquid nail, some silicone, but for me on the front edge I'm going to use a little double stick tape. This is pretty good stuff. Downside of double stick tape is you don't get a lot of chances to wiggle it around. You got to get in the right place, have it marked out where you want it to be. Again, this is an RV, so nothing's level at the moment, but I'm going to go off my countertop. I want this front edge and you might be like, what about this bit here? But the hood will go back and you won't even see that. And then right down here, get a bead of gray caulking. Alright, basically just repeat the same process I did in the bathroom with the plywood in the back, so that way it spans the window. I do kind of like the plywood. Part of me was like, hey, maybe you should just leave the plywood. But I'm not. I'm going to put the stainless on there just for ease of cleanup and all that. Alright dudes, where I dry fitted it real well. This I'm going to use glue instead of double stick tape because I ran out of double stick tape. But I think it's going to work just as well. Let me see if under the cabinet where the plywood meets the bottom of the countertop, I caulked and painted that. And you're like, wow, you did a really half-assed job. Well, I did enough as I needed to, and you'll see why in a second. An idea for a little top where it is, so I'm going to put little license plates. I should wait for that paint to dry, but I'm impatient. So I'm going to put license plates from all the places I've lived. Of course you lived in California, typical liberal. Disgusting liberal. So I got these little black screws here. Alright. So yeah, so I'm just going to run these along the top where this little gap is. Alright, so I got a nice caulk joint there. I put clear up the side there. I put the hood back on just because I got no place to put it right now, and it's wet paint. I still got to put another coat on it. But I'm going to do the same thing with the stove. I'm going to take it apart and repaint it with appliance white paint, but that's another video for another day. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. I think on the camera it makes it look a lot wavier than what it is here in actual life. I'm not just saying that. It actually looks really smooth. But no, I'm pretty pleased with it. I did also think if I had more license plates, I would have done like a checker pattern all the way down to a full license plate backsplash. How manly is that? That's ridiculous level of masculinity right there, but I might still do it later down the line. I don't know. But for now, I'm pretty pleased with this. I'll probably not do it. I got enough other things to do. But yeah, no, I'm pretty pleased how this turned out. Not bad for $25, $10 for the thing, for the flashing, $5 for the plywood, caulking, screws. The paint stirs were free. Every time I go in the Lowe's, I get 2 of them. Hopefully Lowe's isn't watching this. Yeah, so pretty cheap all around. That's it. If you have any questions, post them below. Or if you, again, just want to tell me how awesome it looks, you can also post that below. Either way, thank you guys very much again for tuning in, and I'll catch you later. I dropped my sunglasses. I'm going to pick them up. And I'm going to put them in my pocket. And then I'm going to lean here like this.